Emily Spins It. I'm Emily, and today I have Eph See with me. Hi.
Hey.
So you mentioned your mixtape, you had your debut EP in 2021, which was Girlhood, and then your mixtape in 2024, which was XOXOF.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. So how did those come to be?
Girlhood was, she turns 5 this year, by the way.
Wow.
I gotta do a little something.
Yeah, that's crazy. 2021 was 5 years
Yes,
ago.
October 29th, 2026, she will be 5 years old, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, for your debut, you've been around 5 years.
Longer than that. But with Girlhood, it came from me living alone for the first time.
Okay.
We were talking about quarantine before we started recording, but when I was still at Northeastern, I had my own studio apartment. I had saved up to live in my own studio apartment. It was right after lockdown restrictions started to lift. But I still couldn't have anyone over. Right. So it was truly my space. Yeah. No one's energy touched it but me. And I was 20 at the time, and it was my first time living on my own, having my own room.
It's pretty young to live on your own.
Yeah. And I really flourished. I had the time to figure out how to take care of myself, really. I was making art and doing a lot of soul searching, crying, unleashed my crying that I had to hold in when I didn't have really safe spaces to do so.
Yeah.
And because of that, because I've had all this time to really look inward and unpack a lot of my adolescence, and was going through my own gender revolution because I was taking a women in gender studies course for the first time in college. Just all of that became Girlhood. But I really do think that isolated time alone was the catalyst for it.
And is that your gender journey, why you put the asterisk in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was girl, yes, but also
with an asterisk.
Yes. Yeah. Being a black femme specifically, some people would say it's inherently non-binary, because being a black femme, the ways that we show up in our girlhood or femininity is not in the definition of what it means to be girl or woman. All
right.
We're a little left of center just naturally, and started there, and then I realized I just didn't need all the pressure of what it means to be girl.
So you started playing guitar and songwriting in middle school.
Yeah.
Yeah. How has your process maybe changed or grown over the years?
I actually started I wrote a song recently, and I started approaching songwriting with myself like I do when I'm in co-writes. Because previously it was just I would sit down with my guitar and just have my emotional rant, very teardrops on my guitar-esque songwriting.
Yeah.
But when I go into co-writes, I very much have a conversation with the producer and the artist, and talk about what we're going through, and then naturally some sort of topic comes up. So I've started doing that with myself too, because my music is very emotions based, and it very much feels like I'm taking whatever it is that I'm feeling or experiencing, especially if it's really intense, and trying to distill it into a song so that it doesn't live inside of me anymore.
Sure.
So yeah, I started doing that with myself, of checking in, what's going on, babe? How are we feeling? Where am I feeling this in my body? How is that coming up? And what does that make me feel or want to say? Jotting those notes down. And then I get to the instrument and trying to form it into a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you'd say that co-writing has helped you flex a different muscle than when you were just alone?
Absolutely. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm doing co-writes really for my own music, unless it's a feature. Okay. But I would like to someday. But again, like I said earlier, I just tend to be a bit more precious about my stuff.
That makes sense. It's yours, and
my baby.
Yeah, exactly. If you can shape it in your vision, why not?
But if other people trust me to step into their world, I want to also be able to trust other people to step into mine.
And you'll get there.
Thank you. I will someday.
So that's pretty young to start writing middle school. But so were there any artists or specific songs that really impacted you as you were growing up?
Yeah, I love Avril Lavigne and the gritty pop songwriters. And then also like emo music, like My Chemical Romance really struck a chord with me when I was younger. My oldest sister and my youngest aunt would like burn CDs of music for me, so whatever they were listening to, I was just like absorbing so much of it. So my aunt loved My Chemical Romance and like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco. And then that led me into like Sleeping with Sirens and Paramore and Bring Me the Horizon, like all these more like heavier bands. Yeah. And then my sister loved like 2010s indie, like Matt and Kim and Tegan and Sarah. Sure. And like early Janelle Monáe and Santa Gold. Like it really went all over the place. Yeah. So it's hard for me to pick like a favorite because I just was so voracious in my music listening.
No, it's also fair, like to be presented, like you said, to even be presented some of them, and then for you to then go on and find more of their peers. Yeah, that's a good practice.
I feel like I was a little crate digger as a
Loved Fall Out Boy that like era of pop punk was also like my era, so I love that.
Held me down. Yeah, and I had that in high school. Mm-hmm. Perfect timing.
Exactly.
To be awkward and emo.
I agree. That's when you should, I mean, emo's not a phase, but that's when you should
It's forever.
Yeah. That is when you should first experience it. So what's the first show you attended?
Ooh. First show. I think it was a free Panic at the Disco show, actually.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Free? Yes. I saw them for free 3 times.
That's crazy. I've seen them maybe 3 times, but I paid each time.
They used to do Boston City Hall Plaza used to throw so many free concerts. Okay. Wow. So I saw Panic at the Disco for free a few times. There was this, I think, Danish band that I really loved called New Politics.
Oh, I've seen them too.
I saw them 4 times, but only I think twice for free. Mm-hmm. Paris with a V.
With the V?
Yes. I saw them for free at City Hall. Yeah. So yeah, like
that's a great program.
Music like, programming is so important. But
also like a great program for like your citizens. I love that.
Absolutely.
That they did that for you
more
guys.
People, and you know, they were obviously getting paid because budgets, but yeah, making music more accessible. I will always be a proponent for that.
Especially now, like with how expensive with the monopoly with like Ticketmaster, and then you know we were talking earlier about how artists have had to start canceling shows because no one can afford to go.
It's so sad. Yeah.
If you guys just scaled and had accessible, it would be.
And a lot of the shows that I went to growing up were like indie punk shows with like small bands at like Brighton Music Hall, and tickets would be, I mean, I was a high schooler, like I didn't really have my own money. Yeah. So, but tickets were like $12, $15, maybe $20 if they were bigger. And yeah, I found some of my favorite music, got inspired in my performance, and also met community. Like some of my like closest friends were people that I just met in line waiting for concerts. So
no way.
Yeah, so it's important. Like we really can't afford to lose out on live music.
No, I agree.
'Cause hot girls always win.
Thanks for listening to Emily Spins It, presented by the Indie Music Network and Not Dead Yet Media. This episode was produced by Heather de Armas and edited by me, Emily Mills. Our intro and outro music is Hot Girls Always Win by Really Blonde. If you've enjoyed the episode, please support the podcast by sharing, subscribing, and leaving a review. You can also follow the show on Instagram and YouTube at Emily Spins It. For more shows about breaking through the noise, head over to the Indie Music Network podcast. If you have questions or feedback, contact us at notdeadyetmedia.com/contact.